What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We're doing a prediction video today for Hoothoot and Noctowl. Hoothoot is known as the owl Pokemon, so is Noctowl. And this Pokemon is very interesting. We're going to go over the stats of this Pokemon real quick. HP with Hoothoot, who is a normal flying Pokemon, is 60. Attack is 30. Defense is 30. Special attack is 36. Special defense is 56. And speed is 50. So not the greatest stats out there for sure. But it is a first stage Pokemon. We do evolve at level 20 into Noctowl, who is also a normal flying type. HP is 100, attack is 50, defense is 50, special attack is 76, special defense is 96, and speed is 70. So HP is great. Both the special stats are okay. HP is good, like I said. Speed is okay, but attack and defense are horrible. And here's what's weird about this Pokemon. This is a normal flying Pokemon, so any stab move we get is not great because our attack stat's horrible. So that's a problem. And our special, a lot of moves that are special, this Pokemon gets access to some psychic moves. Those are special, so that does work, but they're not stabs. So I feel like this Pokemon should have been a flying psychic type, but Xatu was already a flying psychic type. Maybe they didn't want to duplicate it, I don't know. Maybe make it ghost type. I don't know. Something could have been done differently with this Pokemon, but it is what it is. So let's go over our level up moveset. Our level up moveset is we start at level 1, or level 5. We start at level 5. Tackle, 35 base power, 53 with stab, 95% accurate. Hate this move. I think it's one of the worst starting moves. That's not even 100% accurate. At least we're going to start the game. At least give us something reliable. Growl will lower the opposition's attack by 1 stage. Foresight, I believe what Foresight does is it changes and identifies like the typing and makes it so our moves are effective against them. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use it. I think it's something that's not going to have like a long shelf life. So maybe I should look it up later, but I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to use it. I don't think I've ever used it. I know like if you use Foresight, you can hit ghosts with normal moves. It's more or less what it does. So I think maybe changes the typing of your moves to whatever's opposition's weak to, whatever. I don't know. But level 11, we actually get our first real good move, real decent move, Peck. Same base power as Tackle, but it can hit Ghost, it can hit a whole bunch of things. And we do get the first jab is Faulkner. So if you don't know in Gen 1, or Gen 2, I'm sorry, every gym you beat, you get a 10% boost in that gym's typing. So Faulkner's our first gym, he's flying type. So as soon as we beat his gym, we're going to have a 10% boost in all flying moves. Okay, from that moment on in the game. So 100% accurate, and at level 16 we get Hypnosis. Hypnosis will be a very useful tool for this Pokemon. 60% accurate, that's really the biggest downside to it. But Hypnosis will work very well and get us out of some tough jams in a pinch. 22 is Reflect. We already have great special, so I mean, I don't see the point in having this. I mean, unless we just want to be a defensive beast. But we have to be able to hit Pokemon, so I'm not going to probably use Reflect at all. Takedown, I'm not going to use. I hate this move. It is much more powerful, I'll give it that. But eventually, at some point, we're going to get Return. So Takedown's not as useful. Return's 100% accurate, and it gets over 100 base power once you cap out your friendship. Takedown, 90 base power, 85% accurate. It's not worth it. It's the inaccuracy, the recoil. It's not great. It is powerful. It's 135 base power when you look at stab. So, but not useful. Confusion goes off our special attack. There we go. 50 HP, or I'm sorry, 50 power, 100% accurate. And it's not, like I said, it's not bad, but it's weird about this Pokemon. And you're going to see our TM moveset. Why can we learn Confusion via level up? Why can we learn Dream Eater, but we can't learn Psychic? Why can't we do that? It does not make sense. So Confusion, like I said, not a stab move because this isn't a Psychic Pokemon. That'd be the greatest way to fix this is remove the normal and just make it Psychic. Psychic Flying would be great. And we don't get Wing Attack, we don't get Drill Peck with this Pokemon, but we do get at level 48, which this is actually Hoothoot's moveset. I think with Noctowl it's like 50 something. We do get Dream Eater. So if we're able to put something to sleep, we can use Dream Eater. It's 100 base power, 100% accurate, works well with our special attack. And it also does replenish our health, so that's pretty nice about Dream Eater. So not the greatest level up moveset. We could win the game with this, sure. But again, it's not the greatest level up moveset. It's going to learn to look at the TM moveset, which is not very broad with this Pokemon. Okay, Curse, Toxic, not going to use Hidden Power. I think Hidden Power Ice will compensate for a lot of our deficiencies in this game. Sunny Day, I'm not going to use Snore, not going to use Hyper Beam. It's a possibility if I can figure out how to get it in this game. Protect, Endure, not going to use Frustration. I'm actually trying to figure out where to get Frustration. I think it's the same lady you get Return from, but honestly by that point Frustration is not that effective. Return, because you use the Pokemon so much, like Return makes sense. Your friendship's pretty decent by the time you get it, and it basically paces the rest of the game pretty well unless you have something greater. Like Hyper Beam would have been greater, but it's less accuracy, so not reliable. But Return, I think Return caps out at 102 base power. So when you stab it, when you add stab to it, you get 153 base power. And then, like I said, we beat the normal gym, 10% boost there, and that attack, normal attacks. And then you get another 10% boost when you find a pink bone. So Return, very powerful early. You can do it very, very early. It's very helpful. Mud Slap, it's going to be very helpful with some things in this game. Not all things, but some. We do have to counter a little bit of electric moves, but I really wish we can get something greater after that. But it is what it is. Double Team, Swaggers, Sleep Talk won't do anything. We do get Swift pretty early, so after the first gym we get Swift in Union Cave. It's 90 base power with stab, or 60 base power with stab. It's 90. It never misses unless it's a ghost type. Dream Eater, we can pick up the TM for. We don't need to. We're going to learn it via level up, but it's there. Detect, not going to use. Rest, potentially could use. I don't think so. Attract, not going to use. Thief, not going to use. Steel Wing, I don't know if it'll be available. I think we might pick it up just in case, but I don't think it's going to be needed to beat. You can't get it until you're in Kanto anyway, and you're pretty much halfway through the Kanto plot. And Steel Wing, it doesn't do anything. It's not stab or anything, so you have more powerful moves. I just don't see where this will come in handy. The only one I can see this being very effective with is Skarmory. Skarmory is a flying steel type. This move seems like perfect for him. It's flying type. He's a flying type. He's steel, but he gets this move, and it's a solid move you can get as a flying Pokemon unless you have Drill Peck, which it might be worthless. But Steel actually wouldn't be worthless because it'd be Stab, and you can have something that's effective if it's a Steel type. That's weak to Steel would be effective. But Nightmare, I don't know what this move does. I need to maybe research it. I don't think it's going to hinder or enhance this playthrough at all if I have it. But Nightmare is a move I need to consider. But that is our TM moveset, so that's not very broad. That's not very broad. That's like literally, what, 20 moves? And it's not very broad at all. I don't get why we don't get Psychic. Obviously, this Pokemon is made to use Psychic. It has Confusion, has Dream Eater. Don't know why it doesn't get Psychic. I don't know why via level up we don't get Drill Peck or Wing Attack. Either one of those would be fantastic to have, but we don't get either one of those. So, I mean, we can, we can plan all day and no one's going to listen. It is what it is. But, yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but we have to play the game with that. So let's go back to the first slide, and we'll give a prediction. I don't think this Pokemon is going to be fast at all. Nothing adds up to this Pokemon. It's a normal type flying Pokemon with low base attack stat. It's got very high special attack. Or special defense is the highest stat. Oh, well, HP actually is, but special defense is a good stat for it. And special attack is a good stat for it. But all the special moves it gets are not stat. So there's not a lot of adds up for this Pokemon. Everything's very disjointed with this Pokemon. Maybe in future generations they fix this. Maybe this is a what if scenario. Like, what if this Pokemon had Wing Attack or something? But, I mean, that's a possibility in the future, because this does have some good egg moves that I found when I was researching. So that may be a future video I'm going to do. However, this Pokemon, like I said, not great. It's going to be a while. It's probably going to be 2 hours before we get past the Elite Four, to be honest with you. I don't see this Pokemon. This Pokemon's going to have to be over-leveled to do good. And it's going to be very frustrating because you're going to have to fight more battles just to get the same amount of distance in the game, or progression in the game. You're going to have to fight so many more battles. More gym battles in the gyms. You have to fight more of those. You have to fight more people along the way, just to pace with the game, because the stats, like I said, are not great with this Pokemon. Noctowl, you evolve early, so you get your best case scenario for stats very early. However, that doesn't help us if we don't have moves and stuff that coincide with it. So, I think it's going to be about 2 hours and 30 minutes or something like that. I just don't have a lot of faith in this. I have a faith in flying types, but I'm starting to have not a good faith in Gen 2 moveset. I thought Gen 1 was bad. This is very bad. And I've looked up Xatu. Like, for example, Xatu is psychic flying, and Xatu doesn't get psychic till like level 60 or something like that. So, yeah, not looking forward to this playthrough, but I gotta do it nonetheless. It is a cool looking Pokemon. I think it had a lot of potential, but I think they've definitely faulted this Pokemon for a lot of things. It would have been cool if it had some kind of unique move where it does some kind of like flying or normal flying move or something that coincides with this dark, put people to sleep, put Pokemon to sleep kind of thing. But I don't think it's going to do well. So if you're watching this right now, this aired on Wednesday, so I've been going through I guess the best way to put it is withdrawal. I'm trying to cut back on sugar, cut back on soda. So I've been really kind of cold turkey myself a little bit. And my sleep schedule's just been out of whack. And it coincided horribly well with our daughter's sleep schedule, who, like, I'd be getting up a little bit later and she'd be up right around when I get up. So I could do filming and she'd be like kind of just talking in her crib. But I couldn't do voiceover because she'd hear me and then she'd start wanting my attention. So so she'd eventually go back to bed, but if I talk, she'll want to cry for affection. So that is why the prediction video was released on a Wednesday, because I was not able to film it until actually after it was supposed to air on Monday. But I already had a playthrough on Heroes of Might and Magic, so I just went in and posted it because it was done. It was signed, sealed, delivered in the can, as they say in the movie industry. So it was done. I just had to post it, and this hadn't been really done really well. I did get it done eventually after my daughter went back to sleep, and this is why you're listening to it. So, but it got done. It just got done after the time period in which I usually launch it. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below how this Pokemon will do. I think, like I said, 2.5 hours would be a very conservative time frame. When you're looking at, after I've played through this game enough times now to know like when a moveset's not going to work, where it's going to hit, where it's going to falter, and where it should progress, where it doesn't. This Pokemon should get Wing Attack after it evolves into Noctowl at like somewhere in the mid-20s. Doesn't get it. Okay, we don't get a real good move that coincides with our stats until later, and or TM we have to go the route of Ice, Hidden Power Ice, and Return to be our reliable moves. Peck is going to get outpaced. Okay, we're going to have much better moves that we can do later in the game than Peck. So, and we don't have another flying move unless we learn Fly, but I don't think we want to. You can't unlearn it. So, and I think this is possibly better options in using Dream Eater and Hypnosis. So that would leave our endgame moveset would be Dream Eater, Hypnosis, Hidden Power Ice, and Return. That seems like to be the best moveset, unless I find out how to get Hyper Beam, and if it's worth it. I usually don't like to use Hyper Beam because I think that sometimes for a lot of like evolved Pokemon, it's kind of like a cheat code, just to kind of finalize the game. But that's my prediction. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think this Pokemon's going to do? The video for this will air. Today is Wednesday. It will air on Friday. I'm finishing up some things, and I'm going to get to the playthrough. But let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.